Good evening, everybody. Just bear with me just one moment. I'm just preparing a bit of coffee. And, yeah, just gonna wrap up work today and chill out with a bit of Elder Scrolls Morrowind. Elder Scrolls Morrowind, plural, more than one scroll. Yes, hang on a second. Oh, fucking... The handle always gets stuck on this French press, and if I push it down too much, then it just squirts boiling water back up at my hand, which is lovely. It's a feature. It's fine. Thank you, BR Commander. Thank you, dude. And thank you, the Tracky. That's very generous of you both. Thank you. Hang on a second. Oh, really? Is it 50% off on Steam? Interesting. Is it really? How much is that, then, on Steam? If you haven't played Morrowind, I strongly recommend. It's nothing less than a masterpiece. Thank you, Dean. Thank you very much, Dean. Oh, hang on. Right. Ooh, fuck. Don't spill the coffee. Right, so, yes, I hope everybody's okay. Hope you've had a lovely day. I'm quite tired. Quite tired indeed. I've been very busy today. I've been good. I was just able to concentrate quite a lot today, and I was able to get quite a lot of work done. For the unfamiliar, my work is basically editing for YouTube. Cue the 100 odd people saying, what YouTube videos? Yes, so I've been continuing to edit the latest bullshittery, which is from February and March, so it's taken 2 months and a bit, because instead of being the normal 10 minutes, which is approximately the average length of a YouTube video, it's actually 25 minutes, and it's probably going to be a little bit longer because there's just a bit of extra footage that I just want to tack on. So 2.5 times the length of a normal bullshittery, so it's not really a surprise that it's taken, well, twice the time, really. 2 months instead of 1. What is the bullshittery? It's Mount and Blade, so it's a mixture of both a single-player campaign, Mount and Blade, playing as the Swadian and the Rhodoks, and also some multiplayer stuff thrown in there when I played with the Twitch viewers, many of whom are actually in the chat this evening. Hi. Yes, who joined me for a few games of Mount and Blade. So yeah, so that editing effort has been good. How close am I to being done, TG? So basically the principal, so as of the end of last week, the principal editing was finished, and I managed to get about 25 minutes done. So on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yesterday, and today, I've been polishing. So I've been going through those 25 minutes and sort of cleaning up transitions and fixing errors, etc. Had to do a few renders. Don't know why he's bobbing his head. Had to do a few renders to, look for quality, and that effort continues. How close am I to finish the polishing? 50 seconds. I'm 50 seconds away from completing the video. However, those 50 seconds of the 25 minutes are extremely difficult. We're talking frame by frame editing on more or less all of it, and it's not a single set of 50 seconds in one section of the video. It's 50 seconds distributed all across the video. It also involves a couple of green screen composites. It also involves a lot of audio layering, and I might have to fiddle with something using that Adobe audio product, the name of which I can't remember right now, but there's I need to equalize something with some audio thing that I need to do. When will it be uploaded? Bear with me, Zorg guys. Bear with me. I'm working on it. So in a few days, I guess. But yeah, I'm music's too loud. Are you sure? Hang on. No, music's fine according to the levels that I'm seeing. It's not eclipsing my my voice. So yeah. So basically, busy, tired, gonna relax, play Morrowind. Quick question to the viewers: who here is watching and has never seen Morrowind ever? And even though you may have played Skyrim or Oblivion, who's never seen Morrowind ever? Right. Ah, yes. Can we just start timing out people who are spamming that meme bullshit? Hang on. Cool, so some people, hang on. Cool, okay, in which case, there's a video below, which is pretty good, it's by Mr. Beatung. He does a pretty good job of explaining what's so great about Morrowind. But the nutshell is that in contrast to a lot of modern games, Morrowind is not very pretty, but it's very deep in that, you know how modern games are often very pretty but shallow as a puddle. This is opposite. It's ugly as your auntie, but it's fucking so unbelievably deep. Like your mum. Well, you know, just like a swimming pool. You can just immerse yourself very easily in it. Oh, either or, and thank you, Zikazag. That's very generous. Thank you. Also, I just realised something. I didn't actually. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Just hit a setting. Right, so here I am in the Mages Guild. I'm currently working my way up the ranks of the Mages Guild, and I'm in Balmora at the moment, which is this village here, pretty much on the south side of Vardenfell, which is this island. Yes, which is in the province of Morrowind. And right now, I'm also working with Caius Cossades, the Imperial Spy Master, who sent me here. I've been freed from a prison, and I've been sent here to assist the Spy Master for reasons unknown. Right, okay, so now what's my next task? I need to go to Margar in order to kill a Mages Guild operative suspected of conducting necromantic rituals. What else? Not yet, Lemberg. Not yet. Still haven't looked into that at all. I've been so busy with YouTube. Right, hang on a second. Why haven't I been playing with Cyanide? We're not really online at the same times during the weekdays, at least. We're around on the weekend.
Well, what have we here?
He's often at uni when I'm around, and when he's around, I'm at work, or rather, I'm editing. Yeah, hang on. So I could go and kill that operative for the Mages Guild. Alternatively, I need to go back to Vivek. I need to go back to Vivek City to get some information for go to Vivek and speak to hang on. So I'll head back to Vivek, so the city of Vivek to the far south coast, because Caius, the spy master, would like information on the Nerevarine cult. The music is loud. Are you sure? The music, seriously, the levels show it's very low. I will turn it. Look, it's barely loud at all. Yes, so basically, information is required on the Nerevarine cult. The Imperials are interested in knowing more about it. What I've discovered thus far, I do know more because I've played this game like 20 times, but for the sake of the audience, the Nerevarine cult is basically an Ashlander belief that the temple, so the ruling temple, who are kind of xenophobic and very hostile to outsiders, except, that sort of thing, they are going to be overthrown by a mythical hero, reincarnated, a mythical hero from an ancient war called the War of Red Mountain. Hang on a minute, which is the central, it's the central volcano in the middle of the map. Hang on a minute. Right, so let's travel to Vivek City. So I'm going to take this Silt Strider.
Where would you like to go?
Cool. So I've ridden on the back of this giant insect thing to Vivek City, which is somewhere. Where is it? There it is. So this is Vivek City. Okay. You weren't banned, Astro. You were timed out. There's a huge difference. It's a very temporary chat suspension because, well, it's the only way that the mods have of maintaining some semblance of control on a website that's full of anonymous chatters spamming and screaming and jumping up and down like 12-year-old ADHD kiddies. Just talk like a normal adult and you won't get timed out. Simple. Right, so here we are. Are you sure there's a problem with the microphone, he's saying? Hang on. I move the microphone closer, but my levels seriously are showing no deviations. I mean, hang on. Thank you, Julian. Thank you very much, Julian. I wonder what the problem is. Hang on. Hang on a second. Just going to my recording device. Same level. Yep, that's good. Checking Morrowind. OBS is a bit loud, maybe. 50. So the headset's a bit louder than it normally is. Strange. No, it should be. Everything should be good. I'm just going to assume trolls. Right, okay. Bring it back up. Right. Relaunching the game. Right, have I made it to level 2? Yes, I have. Please welcome. I've leveled up to level 2. Okay. Cool, there we go. Okay, sweet. Why did I decide to make a 20-minute long video instead of the usual 10? Because it wouldn't have made sense to chop up this one video into multiple pieces. It seemed more sense. It was obviously one video, basically. It's obviously one video that's about 25 minutes long. Chopping it up into separate pieces probably would have garnered me critique from people who don't understand that I don't use advertising, perhaps assuming that I was chopping up for the sake of ad revenue, which is not the case, because I don't make any ad revenue. But thank you, Lazarus and the Tolly. Thank you. But anyway, it was quite obviously that is loud now. I hear it. Yeah, that is much louder now. How strange. I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of launch problem when I open it up. Weird. But yes, so in other words, the answer why it's 25 minutes is because that's just the nature of the footage that I was editing. Right, anyway, here we are in Vivec City. And which canton are we currently on? So we're on the foreign quarter. So yes, the cantons are each individual segment of Vivec City. Right. Sorry, what am I doing? Options, sort by quests, Vivec Informant. Okay, so Kaya sent me to Vivec with 3 tasks. Speak with Adherenir, a Khajiit Thieves Guild operative, in St. Olms. Where's St. Olms? Okay, speak with Huluya even, an Argonian in the foreign quarter, that's here. At the Black Shulk Corner Club, and then speak with Mera Milo, a temple priestess at the Hall of Wisdom. Okay, simple enough. Right. We'll go to the Black Shulk Corner Club and see if we can locate Huluya. Okay. Basically, yes, we're looking for information on the Nerevarine cult, presumably because the Imperials do not necessarily want destabilizing influences, because it's also mentioned in this prophecy that the Ashlanders believe in, that the Nerevarine cult will effectively throw off the invaders, both Temple and Imperial.
Not make this official outlander move along.
They're twin.
Oh, no weakness or fault.
They're twins. It's fine. Right, the Black Shulk Corner Club. I wonder where that could be. Upper quarters.
Mathera.
These are just commoners.
What is this regarding Cyrodiil?
Can you ask your question quickly?
Thank you, Ezio. Thank you kindly, Ezio. Let's go upstairs. Right. So basic stalls and other services.
What was that?
Do these lead all the way to the end of the canton? Yeah, these just go outside. Halalu. Halalu. Is it? It says Halalu. No, I'm pretty sure it's Halalu. Like, I've heard an NPC say Halalu.
What is this regarding
Keep
Cyrodiil?
moving.
You attempted to get into this game, but when it took 50 swings, when they were clearly on target because of the hit and miss system, you realised you were too... Well, yeah, it's dice rolls, so if you're using a weapon that you're not very skilled with, and you swing it at the target, it's not going to hit. I remember me and my little brothers, when we played this, were taking the piss out of that. And we're like, oh, it's rubbish. But this game isn't necessarily about its combat.
Strange.
Well, it's not at all, actually. Hang on, I'm looking around the
What
lower
is
way.
this regarding Cyrodiil?
Is it lower, maybe?
Can you ask your question quickly?
Oh, let's go this way. Yes, I do try... no, actually, Irish Fighter, I'm afraid I've decided to quit YouTube forever in protest for the... In protest for the... What am I protesting? I'm protesting the verdict to the court case for... who was that? Who was that American sports personality who murdered his wife like 20 years ago? Who was it again? Fuck, what's his name? I've forgotten. The really big one, in America. Oh my god, I've forgotten his name. What was it? God damn it. O.J. Simpson, that's the one. Thank you. Yeah, that's the one. I'm protesting the O.J. Simpson verdict. Yes, I'm into my current events. So no YouTube videos ever. Boo. When was that anyway? What year was that? Where is the corner club?
If you're here for trouble,
Go upstairs maybe.
not now.
Sir,
Head on.
Apothecary. Wait, apothecary? Ooh, nice. Okay. Hello. Orin is her name. She has got not a great deal of cash, but you might have potions that I can purchase. 1997. Was it 1997? I seem to recall it. Really? Could. No. It was earlier than that, surely. Can't be 1997. So I'm just looking for. Do you have any like healing potions? Cheap restore health. How much is cheap? Oh, 83. Oh, I've only got 120 gold. Okay. There we go. 1995. Yeah.
Yes, what is it?
Yeah. Right. What's this here? Rare books. Alchemist. Wait, alchemist? Oh yeah.
What is this about?
Andilu. Hello, Andilu. Ooh, bunch of stuff. So, yeah, bunch of alchemy reagents. Some of them are quite cheap, actually. Just make note of where they are. And you've got a better selection of potions than the lady next door. Yeah. You don't have a great deal of gold, though, which is a bit of a pain. Right. No, I'm afraid I missed it. Heart attack.
What is this regarding?
I must be
Citadel?
going, so if you could make it quick.
The corner club. I wonder where the corner club is. It may sound weird to sound thankful for this. Sound thankful for it because obviously I'm quite lost. I'm glad there are no quest markers. Horrible addition to gaming. Just following a quest marker. I have to actually explore and use my head to try and find a thing, and therefore you look at the flavor details and the all the attention to detail in the world. If you just give a quest marker, you just follow a damn quest marker and you don't pay attention. Could this be it?
What is this about?
No, it's Smith. So that's the Fighters Guild. That's the Mages Guild. What's that there?
What Khajiit?
No, it's another Smith. Really? 2 Smiths? Okay. Let's head downstairs. Good to hear it's cynical. Welcome back to Vardenfell. Right.
What do you want?
Hang on. It's got to be down here. Ah, there it is. Aha, found it. Over here. What about my YouTube? I'm afraid I've decided to quit YouTube, Led, to protest about the amount of fluoride in the drinking water. Yes. Is it further down? How does one get there?
Not now, Outlander. Head on.
Canals. Am I just being a dumbass?
Do I drop the sweet roll, or hand it over and come back later?
Okay. Ah. Oh my god, am I just being dense? Right. Yeah, but there's no door on that corner. Protest about something real like chemtrails or lizard people. Oh dear. Maybe it is up here. Maybe. No. Is there a Discord now? No, not at the moment. Oh, hang on. Ah, right. It's in the middle bit. There we go. Right, finally. Okay. Oh, lots of Dunmer here. Lots of Dark Elves.
Beyond measure, Outlander.
In the Foreign District. Hello.
Tell your friends about this place.
Okay. Good day. I'm Rarel Girrell, publican of the Black Shult Corner Club here in Vivek. We rent beds and have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for other services or specific places nearby. I'm looking for someone in particular. I'm looking for... I don't have... Well, I can't name drop. What do you sell? Bits and pieces. Alchemy reagents primarily. Hang on a minute. Do you... Ooh, restore health. Marshmallow. Okay. Restore fatigue. Yeah, just food. Yeah, pick these up. A couple of gold pieces, and I can grind them up in my mortar and pestle to make some healing potions, which I should do, really. Here you are. So this is the Argonian. Hulia? So this individual has information on the Nerevarine cult that Caius Cosses, the Imperial Spy Master, needs. Thank you, Master Tron. I welcome you as a friend of my friend, Lump Beef Broth. But I wish to go to my friend's bookstore, and these troublesome fools are in my way. I have tried to persuade them, but they hate my race, and I fear there will be violence. Perhaps if you can speak with them, but be careful and be ready. Where is your friend's bookstore? My friend, Jobasha the Khajiit, has a bookstore, so Jobasha's rare books. I've been there. If you will agree to travel together with me there, I will answer your questions, but before we go, I beg you try to persuade those troublesome fools to leave us alone. Otherwise, I fear they will attack us the moment we go to leave. Oh, here, in this pub. Right. The sight of a free Argonian offends these racist thugs. It would tarnish my Morag Tong honour to slay them, but I don't want to trouble my friend Saralis Gormis by fighting them in this club. But I must go to my friend's bookstore where we can talk in peace. If you have a way with words, perhaps you can talk to them. Or if you have a way with money, they might be bought. Otherwise, I fear there may be bloodshed. Right. So, these people are Dunmer, Dark Elves. It's worth noting that they are very anti-Argonian and anti-Khajiit. Well, they're anti most races, really. They're very aloof, they're very proud, but they're also very xenophobic. In fact, they consider Argonians and Khajiit especially to be little better than slaves, considering the Argonians work quite well in some of the swampy conditions known around Vardenfell. So, to see a free one, yeah, they're not happy. Give it a save, just in case we have a fight that I can't win. Okay. Am I talking to you, Fetcher? No, I'm talking to the filthy lizard, so push off. Thank you, Mr. Effus. Thank you. What, are you some kind of filthy lizard lover? You want to give your little friend a big kiss? So he doesn't really like me. Skurlock. Thank you, Skurlock. That's very kind. Shut up and butt out, Outlander. It's this filthy lizard we're talking to, not you. This rotting piece of trash ought to be chained up somewhere, not running around loose. Get out of our way, Noir. We've got issues with this filthy lizard. Do you have a leader? Hang on. Trouble is that splash damage? I'm pretty sure it is. I can't use fire because they're Dunmer. They're resistant to fire. Guess I'm gonna have to bribe them, but I don't really have the cash to bribe. Hang on. How much cash do I have? I've only got 35 gold. I give this one 10 gold. He likes it. If you insist, I must not refuse. Yes, Dunmer are pretty big on gift giving. It's kind of their thing. Then I admire you. Show respect, Imperial. Do not flatter me. Do you like me enough with that one bribe to leave the filthy lizard? Leave my friend alone? What, are you some kind of filthy lizard lover? Oh shit, might have to fight them.
What was that?
Right. If we fight them, bribes below 100G generally don't work. Yeah. Alright, hang on. So, please follow me. Shit, yeah, they're gone into battle. Okay, here we go. Right. So, I've got no armor, so they could, like, kill me in 2 seconds. Summon a skeletal minion. Right, quick. There we go. Right, I've got my skeletal minion, and then I need to back out of this fight. Back away. Let the minion handle it. Right, he's an illusion specialist. Shit. Seriously, I can't fight in melee. Let my skeleton handle it. Oh, I don't think I can handle it. Got 3 on him. Oh, he's got 1. Well done, skeleton. Thank you, Hernes. Thank you. Okay, hang on. Can I cast at range, or am I going to cause splash? Fuck. No, I hit the barman. Fuck. Yeah, that's what I feared. And committed a crime. Shit. Bollocks, 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 bollocks.
What
That's what I feared. Yeah, in this close quarters, my magic is gonna cause yeah, fuck. Okay, what about if I summoned... Hang on. Let's put a shield on myself. Right. Oh, fuck. My alteration magic is shite. There we go. And then if we summon a Bone Walker, a lesser Bone Walker. There we go. And then talk. Okay, travel together. Right, and then back off. I can't use my splash damage. This is the trouble. Whoa, watch out. Fuck. Hang on. Frostbite. There we go. He's casting something. I'm guessing it's Burden. He's got like illusion magic. It shouldn't be too much of a problem for the likes of me because I'm not wearing armor. Oh, no. Oh, that's quite effective. Okay, hang on. Do I have a... Yes, I do. Restore my magic. I've got loads of them, actually. Drink a standard restore magic potion. Is that Sai in the chat? Is Sai causing problems in my chat? Hi, Sai. Come on. Oh, no. So no armor. I've got no body armor. Thank you, Boindle. Thank you. Yeah, like, I'm trying to get my minion to kite. Kite? Tank. Right. Skeletal minion. Okay, hang on. And... Fuck. Try again. There we go. Right, now travel together.
You Enwa.
You Enwa. Thank you, Rexius. Thank you very much, Rexius. That's very kind. If I'm careful... Drink another one of those potions. Cyanide is censoring the chat. Yeah, he does that. Right, careful. Did I hit the friendly NPC? I think we might be alright. Hang on. Can I cast paralysis on him? Hang on. Damn. My illusion magic's too rubbish. No, I'm failing. Fuck. Ah. No, no armor. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you kindly, Jackson. Cyanide is being a bully. Yep. Yeah, he does that as well. I don't know why you're... Is he in the chat? I don't see him. Si, are you in the chat? I can't see any messages from him. How was my 7 hours of diligent editing? Quite good, Henold. Quite good indeed. I was able to stay... I stayed quite focused today. Lulu went for her walkies. And, so yeah, it was... Hang on, just reading the chat. He's not. Oh, I see. He's using Mr. Batty's account. Ah, so Mr. Batty... Hang on. Si, what are you doing? Hang on, back in a second. I'm just going to turn the heater off because I'm quite warm. Thank you, Schmidt. Thank you. Suddenly got very hot in here. Right. Okay. Oh, I see. Yes, he's on Batty's account. Cool. Tell Batty I called him a cunt. For no real reason. Also, Cyanide, you're a cunt. For reasons that I'm sure you are well aware of. Just generally. Sorry, what was I saying? Yes, editing Heralds went quite well today. Of the 25-minute video that I'm... Thank you, Viper. That I'm so ready to finish. I just want to move on to the next project now. Of the 25 minutes, only 50 seconds remain unedited. Unfortunately, they are very difficult 50 seconds, and I'm trying my best, but I'm tired and I just need to relax. And I'll pick it up again tomorrow. But it's it's difficult. It's very hard editing. Right, okay, so skeletal minion. Right, so let's go. Right, yeah, there we go. Then talk to him. Okay, let's go. Ah, no, the trouble is the skeleton is not tanking that one over there. Hang on, I can just... Oh, he hit me. Fuck. Hang on. Have I been burdened? What's he hit me with? He silenced me. Okay, that's even worse. How long's the silence? I'm a mage and he silenced me? Oh, okay. That's really bad. He's got a silence? That's a nightmare. Oh, no. Just a couple of days, Phil Barto. Don't worry, man. Hang on. Fuck. Oh, he hits hard. Come on, one more hit. Ah, fuck ass. Can I spawn multiple minions? Not with my level of magic. No. Okay, hang on. Oh, hang on. I've got a bunch of scrolls, haven't I? Right, skeletal minion. Oh, Christ. Ah.
What do you ask of me?
Okay. Skeletal minion. Don't wait until he runs out of magic. Well, I don't want him to start casting silence on me. Hang on. Okay, there. Follow me. Right, okay. Alright, we'll bum rush him. Frostbite, there we go. Ah. Is that because I'm silenced? Is that... No, we got him, we got him. Yes, there we go. Right, can my skeleton handle the remaining two? Let's take it. Let's just chug a... restore magic potion. Oh, we got a quality one. Okay. Do I have any shield or resist spells? Not of particularly high level. Are you throwing... What are they? He's throwing ninja stars. Cool. It's working. Yeah! Thank you, Gurney. Thank you very much, Gurney. Gonna quick save it. Looking good. Yeah!
That slave.
Nice. Brilliant. Shurikens, whatever. Ninja star. Fuck you. The stars that ninjas throw. They're ninja stars. Nice, we did it. Okay, so... Steel throwing stars. Why am I grabbing those? They might be quite valuable. 10 gold. I'll have that. Don't really need the rest of the stuff he's got. Well, I mean, it's steel chanto. Okay. Sorry, bartender. Right.
Have a look around.
Steel dagger. Yeah, I'll pick that up and sell it. Common shirt. Don't. Ooh, hang on. Netch leather boots. Light armor. No, I don't really wear light armor. Steel throwing knives. Maybe I should start wearing armor. I mean, it's half the fun, sort of, you know, putting on decent armor that you're recovering. Yeah, take that, sell it. Right, okay. Well done, spooky skeleton. Well done. Oh, well, okay, bye-bye, spooky skeleton. He's off to doot elsewhere. Why have I left YouTube, Quigley? I've left YouTube because the adpocalypse completely destroyed the revenue, and I just couldn't make any more money, and I had to sort of beg on the street and do things. I had to do things on Craigslist. I had to put an advert on Craigslist. Yes. I'll never sit down again. Right. Yes, without ad revenue, the lifeblood of creators like me, I will have no choice but to go to Patreon. No choice. No choice, I tell you. No choice. Right. Okay, hang on a minute. What am I doing? So, right, no, I need to get this guy to the bookstore. Where's the bookstore? I guess down in the canals. Let's go. Da 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 da. Or get an actual job. Or that. Yeah, there is that. What happened to the bullshittery episode, says Santiara? I've decided to quit YouTube to become a dog photographer. Yeah. Craigslist isn't a thing in the UK, isn't it? I don't know. Is this it? No. Different bookseller. Sorry, what's the name of the person we're trying to find? Friend's Bookstore. Joe Basher. Joe Basher's Rare Books. No, we have seen that, haven't we? Tomb. Whoops. Go this way. Morrowind belongs to the Nords. Actually, Morrowind belongs to the Dwemer. Before they... whoosh. Well, I don't know what noise it would have made, actually. I'm assuming it was a whoosh. Could have been a... could have been a... whatever the doom of the Dwemer sounded like.
Sir?
Let's not make this official, Outlander. Move along.
So that is an ordinator. So this is an ordinator, sort of the police, the holy police of the tribunal temple, / Telvanni / it's not entirely clear. Where on earth am I going? Thank you, this guy is totally toast. But I just play whatever's decent, really. So how... Sorry, I didn't actually... maybe someone did answer me, but I didn't read it. So how much is it, Zendalore, on Steam? If Morrowind is 50% off, how much is that?
Outlander, what do you want?
Because if it's like £2 or whatever, I strongly recommend you all pick it up. Download a few mods for it and, you know, like graphics mods and foliage mods and shit and play it because it's awesome.
Where are you going?
Where am I don't know where I'm going. Where's the bookseller? Hang on. Foreign Quarter, Wasteworks, Lower Wasteworks. It's not up here, that's for sure. £6? Well worth it. Well worth it indeed. This is one of the top, I'd say this is one of...
You, scum.
Sir,
If I had to put a list together, this is probably one of the top 10 games ever committed to code. It's brilliant. Alchemist. No, it is down there. I was going the right way.
Oh, no weakness or fault.
Is Elder Scroll Online worth it? I haven't played it, but I must admit Elder Scroll Online confuses the hell out of me. Some people in the chat were defending it last time we were talking about this, but I don't understand what the market is. I don't understand who it's aiming for. Elder Scroll has always been about a large immersive sandbox for you to jump in and make yours, to have this, well, more like an aquarium really, to just jump in and swim around and make, you know, become immersed in an amazing world. It's not about leveling or getting gear and running around doing battlegrounds and shit. Vivek Foreign Quarter. What? Is it? I've gone too far down?
Keep moving.
It almost feels, or at least it sounds, and I'm saying this without the benefit of, you know, actual playtime in the game, so perhaps this is entirely mistaken, like somebody thought, hey, let's make an MMO, and then gave it an Elder Scrolls skin and expected name recognition to do the weight, to, you know, pull the weight. That's not what Elder Scroll is really about. It's not about DPS, it's not about tanking, it's not about running battlegrounds or dungeons or whatever. It's about soaking up extreme attention to detail put in by developers who had no guarantee you were ever going to read the books that they put in, no guarantee you were ever going to do the Tribunal quest chain or whatever quest chain or House Telvanni, you know, this fucking side quest off in the middle of fuck-ass nowhere, but they took the time to put it in, and the end result is a connection to a world that feels real, that feels, well, that has verisimilitudinous in spades.
where are you?
Well, I went down, didn't I? So, okay. Alchemist, not here. There we go. Jabash's Rare Books. Right. Yes, thank you very much. We should be free from distraction here. Now, I said I'd tell you more about the Nerevarine cult, so you can report back to Caius, and I don't know of any 6th House cult, but I can tell you what I do know. Thank you, Mr. Dougal. Thank you kindly. Hang on a minute. Let's get inside the shop. Or block my way. So here's his Khajiit friend. Just gone down there. Right, okay, so...
Such fine company. One would be wise to listen.
So, as mentioned before, for those who perhaps weren't here, the Nerevarine cult was the belief by the Ashlanders, that's to say the Dunmer who live outside of the towns and stuff. They still live a sort of nomadic lifestyle out in the ash wastes, hunting for leather and meat and stuff. Sorry, I feel all bunged up. They believe that a legendary hero called the Nerevarine will return, be reincarnated, and will drive out the Imperials from Morrowind and reclaim it, and you know go back to a sort of traditionalist lifestyle, etc. You know, it's the whole savior type prophecy, and also it believes that it will bring down the temple, which, well, obviously you can see why the temple would be trying to suppress knowledge of the Nerevarine, along with the mysterious 6th house. Now, the 6th house. I'm not going to go into great detail, but it's basically the Dunmer are divided up into large, I'm not going to say noble houses, because they're not noble, they're just kind of like a political entity, really. Large political establishments. House Redoran, House Indorel, House Telvanni, for example, House Halula. Halula? I keep fucking up that word. House Halalu. Hello. Fuck it, that one. The house that I can't pronounce. Anyway, but there's a mysterious 6th house. And they're suppressing knowledge about it, suppressing information. The Temple are. Thanks, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man, for subbing. Thank you, man. Thanks, man. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, right. House Honolulu. Yeah. Right. So tell me about the Nerevarine cult. To understand the Nerevarine cult, you must understand the history of the Ashlanders. Nerevar means something very different to the Ashlanders from what it means to the Dunmer of the Great Houses. You should also know about the persecution of the Nerevarine and the legacy of the false incarnate. For the Nerevarine cult is at the heart of the ancient conflict between the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Great House Dunmer. Here is a summary for Caius, but ask your questions and I'll answer in detail. Tell me about the history of the Ashlanders. In the first era, the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Dunmer clans were very much alike, but after the First Council and the formation of the Great Houses, Ashlanders have been steadily forced into the poorest and most hostile lands. Now the nomadic tribes look to the prophesied return of Nerevar for a restoration of their ancient rites and religious traditions. So it's also at this point worth noting that the houses were being both supported and they were worshipping the temple. And when I say temple, I'm not referring to a building. I'm referring to a trio of gods. Thank you, DHT. And thank you, Jesus. Thank you very much. It's very kind. Thank you. A trio of gods who, contrary to most sort of gods that we would know, they, in this universe and beyond, they are quite living and breathing. They are walking around. One of them is in fact here. One of them is called Vivek, and this is Vivek City because he lives here. In fact, he's just down the road in a massive, massive temple. It's worth noting that the Dunmer houses worship the temple. The temple are trying to suppress and drive out the Ashlanders who do not worship the temple. In fact, they worship the Daedra, who some of you might be familiar with from other Elder Scroll installments. So tell me about the Ashlanders. The Ashlanders hate the House Dunmer, so referring to all of them in their houses, who have become soft and who have abandoned traditional ancestor worship for the gods of the tribunal. Sorry, did I call them temple? I meant tribunal. Sorry. It's the temple, tribunal, they're interchangeable. Tribunal is the name of the trio. And the Ashlanders hate Outlanders who invaded and stole their land, the Empire, and forced them to live as a subject people. A reborn Nerevar who could drive out the Ashlander invaders, destroy the false worship of the tribunal, and restore pure traditional life and the faith of the nomads would be a very popular hero to the Ashlanders. Precisely. Thank you, Ahabs. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry, what are you doing, Quebec? You're having trouble tracking what? In your room. Okay, right. So, tell me about the great houses. In modern times, Morrowind is ruled by the 5 great houses: House Redoran, House Telvanni, House Indoril, and House Drez. Great house culture is partly divided by its roots in ancient Dunmer tribal clans and partly by later imperial influences from other Western cultures. Thank you, Quebec. Thank you, dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate it greatly. The Great House culture is only one of the native Dunmer cultures here on Morrowind. The other native cultures, the Ashlander culture, is a nomadic barbarian culture largely untouched by imperial influences. Oh, I see, you're playing VR. Ah, cool. For the porn, I assume. Obviously, for the porn. Right. Oh, Lulu's wandering off. Where are you going, honey? Wandered off into the bedroom. Okay. Tell me about the persecution of the Nerevarine. The temple treats the Nerevarine prophecies as heresy, and the temple imprisons and executes heretics unless prevented by imperial law. But, since the Nerevarine cult is hostile to the Empire does not interfere when the temple persecutes the cult. Ashlanders hate the temple, and particularly the Ordinators, for their ruthless treatment of the Nerevarine cultists. Okay, and what is the False Incarnate? In the past, some have claimed to be the reincarnated Nerevar. The most recent is known as Peakstar, a figure of legend among the waste tribes in the last 30 years. The temples say these false incarnates disprove the prophecies, since the false incarnates fail and come to nothing. But the mystical Nerevarine cult glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions, citing the appearance of failed incarnates as certain proof of Nerevar's coming rebirth. Okay, yeah, so it seems that multiple people have claimed to be the Nerevarine, this great prophesized hero of the Ashlanders. Okay. Cool. That's good information. I'll give this back to Caius. So obviously Caius, the Imperial spy master, wants to know this stuff because it's a destabilizing influence on what is basically an Imperial province, the province of Morrowind. Okay. Thank you for the information. Take care, Julia. Yeah, cool. Have a good one. While I'm here, let's have a shop. Books. Books. Hello. Whoa, you got all...
If you're here for trouble,
Really?
you'll get more than you bargain for.
You have an ordinator inside your shop, Jabasha? Okay. Yes. Hululi is here. Yeah, he's your friend. Some books can be quite valuable. Do I have any valuable books on me? Yeah. Hang on. Sell that one. When's the next YouTube video, Yang? I'm afraid I've decided to quit YouTube to expand my butterfly collection. Right. Cool. Alright.
What do you want?
Oh, this game is amazing. Seriously, Oliver, if you haven't played this, this is a masterpiece. I strongly recommend
We're watching.
pick it up, download a whole load of graphics mods and stuff. I must admit it wasn't easy. I did spend like 4 hours trying to get them working. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was a pain in the ass. But
Such fine company.
but there are like, you know, guides. There's loads of guides actually. So many of them. Like, you know, beginner's guides. But yes, it's a fucking masterpiece. Okay. Do I make a list before the stream? What are the... No, I'm just making shit up. Thank you, Onsen. Thank you kindly, Onsen. Right. Okay, that's good. So that's one of my contacts. Do I have his notes for Caius? Notes from... Yes. Julia. Did they even... They did. Holy shit. That's just the attention to detail that Bethesda put into this. They just... Yeah, they even filled in the notes. Okay, the following are his notes. The history of the Ashlanders. The first era barbaric Dunmer tribes, culture, settled Dunmer clans. The great houses. Now this, I already know this. I've just explained this. Oh, hang on. For the nomadic Dunmer were marginalised into the poorest, most hostile lands. In particular, into the Vardenfels Wastes. Yes, so the ash wastes around the Red Volcano of Red Mountain. For the Ashlanders, the return of the reincarnated Nerevar represents a longed-for and largely romanticized golden age for Nerevar's peace, when the nomadic tribes enjoyed equality with the settled Dunmer, and before the Dunmer people had, for the most part, abandoned traditional ancestor worship for the autocratic theocracy of the Tribunal Temple, the Nerevar of the Ashlanders. In the ancient days, the Deep Elves and a great host of outlanders from the west came to steal the lands of the Dunmer. Sorry, the Deep Elves. In that time, Nerevar was the great Khan and war leader of the House People, but he honoured the ancient spirits and the tribal law. So that's probably the Empire? Tiber Septim, maybe? So when the Nerevar pledged upon his great Ring of the Ancestors, one clan under Moon and Star, to honour the ways of the spirits and the rights of the land, all the tribes joined the House People to fight a great battle at Red Mountain. No, that's not correct. That's not right. He's got it wrong. He's got the order wrong. He's... No. This is interesting. So I think that's intentionally wrong. So he doesn't know something that I know. In that the Deep Elves and a great host of outlanders from the west came to steal the lands of the Dunmer. No. It's the opposite way round. The Dunmer came here to steal the land of the Dwemer. Right. Thank you, Lord Jinx. Thank you kindly. Yes, no, the Dwemer live here. The Dwemer are elves that live underground and built they built these massive like mechanical ruins and stuff. They are the natives of Morrowind. It is the dark elves who used to be called the Chimer who arrived here. And just, they weren't taking over. They were led here by a vision or something, and they were just living. And initially, it was fine. In fact, Nerevar was actually best friends with a Dwemer general whose name I can't quite remember. But yeah, just over time, relations kind of soured because the Chimer sort of worshipped Daedra a little bit too much, and the Dwemer were sort of ruthless, logical, very scientific, and these two cultures didn't mesh well, and then there were some political incidents and things spiraled out of hand, and before you know it, war. Thank you, Dr. Orange Crow. Thank you. No, it's Chimer. It's not Chimer. Yeah, it's Chimer. It's Chimer. Chimer. There's loads of people that pronounce it Chima, as in loads of NPCs that say Chima. Hang on. The many Dhamma tribesmen and housemen died at Red Mountain. The Dwemer were defeated and their evil magics destroyed, and the Outlanders driven from the land. But after this great victory, the power-hungry Khans of the great houses slew Nerevar in secret, and setting themselves up as gods, neglected Nerevar's promises to the tribes. But it is said that Nerevar will come again with his ring to cast down the false gods, and by the power of his ring will make good his promises to the tribes, to honour the spirits, Daedra, and drive the outsiders from the land. The Tribunal Temple regards the mysticism and prophecy of the Nerevarine cult as primitive superstition. The Ashlander ancestor cults, and the Nerevarine in particular, have always decried the worship of living Dunmer as abominations, suspecting the unnatural lifetimes of the Tribunal to be signs of profane sorcery and necromancy. Though the authoritarian and intolerant temple priesthood has always been inclined to tolerate Ashlander ancestor cult practices, they have always threatened Nerevarine claimants with death or imprisonment. In fact, there's a prison here in Vivek. There's a giant floating prison that I'll show you later, where they imprison and torture enemies of the temple. Yes, so they threaten cults with imprisonment or death. The Ordinators are allowed a free hand when dealing with outlawed cults, like, the Nerevarine. And of course, the Ordinators... this Khajiit is part of the... this Khajiit is part of a destabilizing cult. Kill him! Yeah, they're just using it as an excuse to exercise their racism. In some cases. Peakstar and the other incarnates. So who is Peakstar? Peakstar was one of the false incarnates. In the past, others have claimed to be the reincarnated Nerevar of prophecy. The most recent is known as Peakstar, a mysterious figure who has reportedly appeared and disappeared among the Waste tribes over the last 30 years. The temple notes that these false incarnates discredit the Nerevarine prophecies. Singularly and illogically, the Ashlanders acknowledge a history of false claimants, calling them failed incarnates, but they regard them as proof of the validity of the prophecies, rather than a contradiction. Among the Nerevarine, there is a fable of a cavern of the incarnates, where the spirits of the failed incarnates dwell. The Nerevarine cult is a mystical cult, and it glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions. Okay. Yes, so obviously the Empire has a vested interest in knowing about this because, well, people who believe that a saviour is coming to rid them of the Empire are probably not going to be very easy to rule. No, I haven't, Iceberg. No, I haven't.
I could kill that.
No, I shouldn't be. Wexty, but if it is, then we can just change the channel. We can just alter it. Okay. Sorry, what am I doing now? So I need to find the next contact. Okay, that Ordinate is having a moment. Right. So, where's the sort by quests? Finding the informants. Okay, right, so that's the first one. So speak with Ad Hiranir, a Khajiit Thieves Guild operative in St. Olms. And also... Mera Milo, a temple priestess at the Hall of Wisdom. Okay, so I guess those are further south into Vivek. Let's explore the city. Thank you, Casanova. Thank you kindly. Well, it's fine. It's Wexy. It's the clan TeamSpeak. Worst that can happen is that the person just gets kicked out of the TeamSpeak and banned. No. It's not a public TeamSpeak. It's a clan TeamSpeak. Have I gone the wrong way? Yes.
Submit to the three, the spirits and
Oh, I think I've got to go up. Oh, I've gone into a tomb. Oh, fuck's sake. So easy to get lost.
Let's not make this official outlander. Move along.
Also, if you've got a few minutes, I strongly recommend, I've linked a video below, it's to a YouTuber called Mr. Beatung, who does an excellent video talking about Morrowind and the importance of immersion when playing games generally, and points out the strengths of Morrowind in that you can submit to every little distraction and suspend your disbelief and have that rewarded massively by Morrowind.
Not now, Outlander. Head on.
So I do recommend the video below if you've got some time. It's enjoyable. Here we go. Okay, it's night time anyway. What time is it anyway? 3 in the morning. Okay, I'll just wait until the morning. Resting here is illegal. It's alright, should be alright. Fuck the police. Oh, there's the police. Let's go this way. Run away! Okay, so it's 6 in the morning. Which way's north? I've got to go past him. I'll go over this way. I don't know, he might spaz out and go, "You were waiting, Enwa." Right. Da 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 da. I should play the first 2 Fallouts. I do pretty much once a year, every year since they were first made, or until when I was first made aware of them. I know many of the lines of dialogue by heart. Have I gone too high? Thank you, Judge Dave. Thank you. Do I know a feather spell? Did I not teach myself feather? Shield, open, shield. Soul trap, new. Oh, fuck. Gotta go down a level. Yes, Golden Owl. Yes, indeed. Down 1 level, then pop outside. Cool, there we go.
What is this about?
Right, we'll head south into Vivek. As in the city, not the god. It's alright, my character is an acrobat. I can survive this fall. Can't even make the jump over the goddamn ledge. I don't even have the acrobatic skill. Oh, there we go, I'll be fine. Right. Oh! I did not even a point of damage. Yeah! See, I landed right, I bent my knees. Sort of. Okay. I shouldn't have lived, but I did. Cool. Let's have a look. Which canton is this? Played Sea of Thieves? Nah. I hear it's very, very undercooked. What's that? That's the symbol of House Hallelu. Hallelu. Oh, fuck it. Which canton is this? The Redoran Wasteworks. Keep moving south. Da 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 da. Will I play with some of the other ZF clan again? No, never, never ever. Fuck them. Never ever 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 ever. Even though I've been playing with them loads. Was playing with them yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before. What's this?
What say you, Imperial?
Sorry, that's your home. My bad. What's this? Vivek St. Oh, hang on. St. Delen. I see. Each of the. Hang on. Let's go this way. I'm looking for St. Olms, I think. Right. You're very welcome, Mango. It's good, isn't it? It's, yeah, Spec Ops is awesome. Aha, right, so let me just take a brief moment to introduce. So this is the main temple. The Vivek Temple. Through there is, well, the portal, as it were, like the entrance, not like a magical portal, but an entrance to Vivek's chamber. Those statues represent Vivek, the god of the tribunal, and that thing there is a floating asteroid. It is hovering. Well, it'd be a meteor, wouldn't it? So it hasn't landed, so it's not a meteorite, it's a meteor. It's floating because it's being held there by Vivek, whose magic, as a demonstration to his people, one of the Daedric princes had basically thrown it at Morrowind, and it's, well, it's still basically, it's frozen in time. Its momentum is still moving directly towards the city, and if the magic fails, then it flies straight towards Morrowind, well, it flies straight towards Vivek City and destroys it. Vivek, the god, leaves it there, as a reminder as to what happens if they fail to appropriately worship Vivek the poet, as you can see here, murdering this poor defense, the scarab thing. Thank you, Inferno Ring. Thank you. And of course, they've hollowed it out and they've turned it into a sort of holding cell thing that's hard to escape for enemies of the temple, because obviously, well, you need magic to escape it properly. It's also worth noting that that does eventually land about 100, no, less than that actually, a few years. When does it land? Probably within the decade, that thing does actually resume its course and destroys Vivek City in its entirety. So, ta-da! You're looking at the hubris of a god. Would the meteor fall if Vivek dies? Yes. Yes. And here he is. Vivek, the poet, worshipped by his people who drop flowers. Yes. Hello. Are you the person I want to speak to? No, you're not. She doesn't like me. She sells potions. Hang on a minute. Pop up here. In fact, it gets much worse, I'm afraid. Major spoilers, whatever. But when Vivek's power can no longer hold that, the temple try their best by offering many sacrifices, first of slaves and then of Dunmer themselves, to try and power the magic keeping it aloft, but they eventually fail. Vivek City is destroyed. A huge crater is basically, a massive crater is caused. Here, a tidal wave spreads out and engulfs quite a lot of the rest of Morrowind, which is actually here. The map just isn't showing it properly. It's like round about here. But also, the seismic impact triggers Red Mountain, the volcano here, which buries many settlements under, thousands of tons of magma. Thank you, response. Thank you. In addition, with the Argonian invasion of Morrowind, Vardenfell is basically wiped out, and the Dunmer are scattered to the wind and forced to live basically wherever they can. Everybody dies! Woo! Yep, so Morrowind is on borrowed time. But then again, that's the nature of this story. I mean, this whole province is a powder keg waiting to, political intrigue and suppressed truths. Can I get in? No. So here it is. Vivek, the Palace of Vivek. So Vivek is basically through this door, sitting, meditating. Thank you, Noble. Thank you. So yes, the Palace Shrine. So he's inside that dome. The god Vivek, alongside, I think, a bunch of his retainers and advisors. Okay. Fuck. Can't they just build an Oblivion Gate beneath it and chuck the rock into it? Well, considering they do not build Oblivion Gates, it's the Daedra that do that. No. You think they better guard that door? Well, there is quite literally a god in there. I think he can protect himself, especially since he's through no strain whatsoever. He's keeping a meteor suspended there. Right, hang on a minute. Is this... No, the Hall of Justice. That's where the Ordinators are based. So where's St. Olms? Is this it here? I'm looking for a priestess that will give me more information on the Nerevarine. But a bit risky for a priestess. Thank you, Ulrich. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, it's very generous. Yeah. 2 years and 2.5 years. That's very kind, Ulrich. Thank you. Okay. Nope. St. Dylan. Wait, was it called St. Dylan? What was it called again? Hall of Wisdom, Temple. So the Temple Compound, and St. Olms. This is not it here. St. Olms. No, it's over there. Right, it's just over here. Wrong side. No, Vivek is not Daedra. Correct. Vivek is something else entirely, which I'll explain later. Tune in next stream. Yeah, fuck you. I can withhold entertainment. Sarnite says, yes, I did see that. Yes, I was in his stream at the time. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty funny, that one. That video. Okay. Yeah, they did Dark Souls, but I can't remember it right now. Mer something. Merio. St. Olms, there we go. Right, so I'm looking for a Khajiit called... That's the name. Find a Khajiit contact. Canal works? Oh, hello, Khajiit. Is that you? Nope, you're not the one. It's a meteorite. A meteor is one that doesn't hit the Earth. Indeed, that's what I said, George. It's a meteor. It hasn't hit the Earth. How can it be a meteorite if it hasn't hit the Earth? Yeah. Nom goal, nom goal.
What is this about?
Don't ruin it for him. How do you join the ZF clan? So if you send a low payment of £352 sterling to my PayPal account, I will possibly, maybe consider giving you a good word, putting a good word in on our forum that all of us use regularly and keep in contact with each other because we're so organised. I'm going in circles. Hang on. What's her name again? Add here and near. Thieves Guild. Foreign Court. Wait. Oh. St. Olms. Okay, it doesn't specify where in St. Olms she is. Thieves Guild operative. Right.
Yes, Outlander?
Let's do some business, shall we?
Let's go up here. He's checking me out.
Go ahead.
I think I'm in there. I've pulled. In fact, back in a minute. Gonna get some beer. Oh. Okay. Right, I've picked up a beer from the taster pack thing. It's a craft beer. It's a stout. It's called Broken Dreams. Okay, interesting. And it's a breakfast stout. Now, I'm a YouTuber, therefore, by definition, I'm an alcoholic. But I don't think it's gotten that bad to the point where my breakfast, that is to say, the thing that breaks the fast of the night, is alcoholic in nature. Yet. Bear with me. So let's just taste to see if it's worth that option. Not bad. That tastes weird. What's in that? Coffee? Really? That's not bad. It's got like a... It's got like a bit more of a like a stronger aftertaste on it. but it's not like sort of bitey hoppy. Like the hops is there, but then there's like another aftertaste. Almost. It's gonna sound fucking weird, but it's almost that kind of that, you know, like after you've eaten bacon, like not bacon aftertaste, but like you get a bit like the burniness almost, like almost like the salt. Yeah, it's salt. It's like a salty bacon off the back of that. That's weird. Well, no, it's nice, but it's weird. Right. Don't have to release YouTube stuff to be called a YouTuber. Yes. Right. Okay. Oh. St. Olms. Right, yeah, I'm still looking for that lady. Oh, okay. No, I'm going to have an error with one of the pieces of furniture in here. Whoa. I found it. Right. The table appears to be a luminous yellow block. You're not who I want. Okay. Must have been a mod error there of some description. Oh, hang on. We'll go to the top. Yeah, we'll go to the yeah, the like the upper area of the plaza. Okay. So Giovanni Cedus.
I'm listening.
I wonder if the Thieves Guild have like a. Maybe I'll find her inside the Thieves Guild if they have a thing here. Temple. Is she in the temple? Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It has been 15 days since I cut out the heart of a Daedra and ate it before the sacred altar of Vivek. Just hymns. What am I doing? I'm trying to find a contact, Famish. I'm trying to find a contact. Hello.
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
What do you sell? Potions and reagents and shit. I'm not doing anything suspicious. Nothing at all. I didn't just use my magic to unlock the door. It's a hymn book. Pilgrim's Path. Yeah. I mean, it's worth 50 gold, but nah, it's fuck it. Well, why no reason why not. Yoink. Right. Wasn't the quest log saying something about the foreign quarter? Well, yes, but that's for the lizard, the Argonian. For I'm supposed to find the Thieves Guild operative at St. Olms, which is where we are. St. Olms, the canton. Am I doing YouTube anymore? No, I'm afraid not, Rusty. I've decided to quit YouTube to become a sewer inspector. Haunted manor? Really? There's a haunted manor? Do you know anything about the haunted manor? Must be a quest for something. Okay. Kung Fu Panda says, answer me in capital letters. No. Okay. So I'm looking for like begins with A, like something or other. Oh, hang on. Guild. I found a guild. A miners guild. Ooh, raw glass. Ah, rubies.
Watch
and
yourself. We'll have no trouble here.
but there's rubies and emeralds I can steal.
I could kill that guard. Those boots are ruined.
And ooh, raw ebony yellow. There's stuff to nick. But they've got like an ordinator right here. They've got a guard. Did he? B-Chicks? You sure? Well, I found like miners guild, so maybe there's a thieves guild thing here.
Greetings.
When will I release another YouTube video? Never. The no life. Never, ever, ever. I've become incredibly jaded with YouTube. And I've decided to quit while I'm ahead. The Fishmonger's Hall?
What is this about?
Do you sell fish? No, you sell booze. Oh no, wait, no, you sell scuttle. Yes. Wait, that's kwama. That's egg. That's like ant shit. Ant meat.
I could kill that Gwar. Those boots are ruined.
Try asking around town. Yes, sounds. Absolutely. I've quit YouTube entirely. Why have I quit? I've quit because the alt-right. Yes. Not going to go into any further detail. I'm just going to say that. Yes. Hang on. Is there like a thieves guild or something? I have no idea where she is. I'm being lazy. Can someone just Google where she is? Where is she? She's somewhere here. Her name is Adhiranir. Adhiranir. No, Dolphin Tamer was yesterday, kitten. Someone just Google where she is. She's in the sewer. What's she doing in the sewer? She's in the sewer. Alright. Thanks. Why the hell is she in the sewer? My YouTube videos were the only good thing about me. Yep. I can make a pretty good Szechuan sauce. In the sewer. You guys just fucking with me. Oh, hang on. Hello. No, you're a Dunmer. That implies perhaps a guard to like a criminal thing. Da 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 da. Fucking dark down here. Hello. What's this? Probably shouldn't. A shrine. What sort of shrine? Thank you, Vex. Oh, it's a shrine to... God, it's a Daedra worshipping shrine for Moloch. What's his name? Okay, that's not good. I got myself in trouble here. Wow, she's tough. Okay, I got shagged. Right. Maybe not interrupt the Daedra worshippers. Whoops. Moloch Baal, yeah. Oh dear. Oh, hello. Oh, there's a rat. Hang on, I'm going to soul trap. Where are you going? Hey! Come back here. You have been soul trapped. Then I'm going to cast a fireball at you. That's a frostball. Same thing. It's fine. Oh. Yeah! I have trapped a soul. Oh, there's another one. Can I soul trap that one as well? Yep. Cool. There we go. So the souls will go into soul gems in my inventory. And then I can use them to power my enchants and shit. Fucking, I'm no good with my blunt weapons. There we go. Ooh. Okay, take the meat. Da 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 da. Adinhar, so she's a Khajiit thieves guild operative who resides in Vivek in the underworks of St. Olm's Canton. Okay. Let's go then. Why is the name ZF? Because we like to fiddle zebra. Zebra, even. Oh, that must be her. Hang on. Go away, you bastard. Fuck off. Oh my god, I'm rubbish. Oh, fucking rat. Come on. If I die to a rat, I might as well just quit and give up and go to bed. There we go. Right. What's she doing hiding down here? Thank you, Suhirad. What? Suhirad. Thank you kindly. Thank you. Right. Great. So Caius says to you, speak with Adira. Whatever your name is. And you have done this thing. You are speaking with Hadaradava. But Hadaradava will not talk to you about the Nerevarine and or the Sixth House cult. Because why? Because Hadaradava is at this moment very distracted by a nice census and excise agent who also wants to speak with her. Okay. Thank you, JK. Thank you very much, JK. Who is this agent? You do not know this? They're the collectors of the Emperor's taxes and tariffs, and the Emperor has outlawed trade in many things, like Dwemer artifacts and ebony. And the census, blah blah blah, agent will enjoy being a pest about such things. For several reasons. The person is not Adinir's favourite person. If you want Adhiranir to help, make the bad agent go away, and then she'll tell me things. Oh, thank you. Oh my god, Callum. Thank you kindly for the sub. Sorry, I don't know why it didn't appear. Thank you very much. Okay. Sure. Perhaps my ears are clogged. Yeah, where is this person? Where? Thank you, Thanatos. Thank you. Where is this person? Okay. Sure. What is it? Is it down at the south? Do they have an office? Oh, they're upstairs, are they? Okay. Let's have a look. I see. So has she smuggled in here? Is she in here illegally or something? Well, yeah, she probably shouldn't be in this canton. Woo!
We're watching you. Scum.
Da 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 da. Fishmongers. Fishmongers. Where though? Heal myself.
What is this about?
Probably a good idea. Yep, hang on. Use a ring of healing.
Let's do something.
Oh, she's a smuggler, is she? Ah.
We're watching you.
Charming.
Go ahead.
Oh, right. So where's the census office? Wait, I walked past him. It's a guy? I'm looking for an office. Oh, the guy. I see that the bloke there. The end. Right. Okay. Dude in the robes. Him.
Do you want something from
Right. I'm looking for a friend of mine, a female Khajiit named Hadaradara. Do you know where I can find her? Yes. Yes. Her name is Hadaradara, and she's a Khajiit. Do you know where I can find her? I think you might find her in the underworks. She took a gondola to the mainland. What a disappointment. Well, thank you for your time. I was just heading back to the mainland myself anyway. Maybe I'll run into her there. Okay. Job done. This way? Cool. Right, let's go speak to her now. Yeah, that was straightforward.
It's
Then again, I suppose he has no reason to. He he doesn't know that she sent me, so he thinks I'm just a random member of the public who has no reason to lie. So, are you the one Adavadava must thank for getting rid of the annoying census and excise office agent? Indeed, Adavadava is very glad to see you and very happy to tell a friend of my good friend Caius about the Sixth House cult. Okay. So she knows nothing about the Nerevarine, but is happy to tell me. Okay. Happy to tell me that too if it makes Caius happy. Ask away. Thank you, Darker Killer. Thank you. Okay, so the 6th House cult. Right. This, Hadavadava, knows about because it's all about... Sorry, it's about smuggling. Some smart smugglers are suddenly too busy for their old clients because they have a new employer, the 6th House, who pays very well. But what do they smuggle now? Adaradara doesn't know because they're very secret. Because they are very secret. And this is odd because these smugglers are always loud and bragging. And now they hush up like fat-bellied kittens full of sweet meats. Okay, what are they smuggling? Smuggling is big business. The Empire say we can't trade skooma, moon sugar, ebony, Dwemer artifacts, exotic Dunmer weapons and armor, and slaves. So smugglers trade these things. Smugglers also smuggle grief sheen and sujama to avoid imperial tax. And now the 6th House hires smugglers, though what they smuggle, Hadavadava cannot say. Okay. Right. Is that it? That's all you can tell me? So Adaradava knows this Nerevarine cult is just silly superstition. So you tell Caius this. Nobody in her right mind pays any attention to this moon yowling. Prophecies and ancient heroes reborn and other silliness. Fuzzy tales for little kittens. Okay. Do I have the information? Thank you, Mighty Pixel. Thank you kindly. Right. So I wonder what is being smuggled and why this is such a big secret. Sure, I'll bring that back to Caius. Okay. So now there's one last contact here in Vivek City at the Hall of Wisdom. A priestess called Mira Milo. Okay. Yes, if only she knew, Chaoshu. Right. This way. Right, okay, so we've contacted an Argonian who knows about the Nerevarine cult. We've contacted a Khajiit who knows about the sixth house and the fact that they're smuggling things. Okay, so now we need to contact a temple priestess, which is probably quite dangerous for her to be seen talking to an outsider. Where is she? The Hall of Wisdom. Down there. Right beneath the foot of Vivek. Thank you, Arcane, for the compliments. Right. Watch me perform my second amazing feat of acrobatics when I land perfectly. Like a graceful... Oh, wow. Like a graceful cat. I was expecting to just be insta-killed. You have a name? Oh, strange. Hall of Wisdom. The Library of Vivek.
We're watching you, scum.
Charming.
We're watching you.
Here she is.
Whatever you're
Surrounded
looking
by
for,
ordinators.
I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
She doesn't like me. Yes, I'm Mira Milo. Chaos sent you. Follow me to the back of the library. We can talk there. Okay. Maybe have a quickie while we're back there. Yeah. Right. Away from the ordinators. Okay, go ahead. I'm afraid I don't know anything about the Sixth House cult, but I can tell you about the Nerevarine cult. The temple worships Nerevar as a saint and hero. Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't mention that. So, Nerevar is deified as a saint, but only a saint. But prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Nerevarine cult claims the tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Nerevarine cult. A group called the Dissident Priests dispute temple doctrine on the Nerevarine prophecies. The prescribed book, Progress of Truth, describes their beliefs. Get a copy for Caius Cossades. That will tell him things he needs to know about the Nerevarine cult. Okay. So tell me more about the persecution of the Nerevarine cultists. It's an Ashlander cult. Primitive superstition, says the temple. Nerevarine says the tribunal are false gods. I've never understood why the temple wastes so much energy on them. The faithful cannot be shaken by such attacks, and the Ashlanders are just ignorant savages. But since the submission of the temple to the Empire and the erosion of faith amongst the Dunmer, the militant wing of the temple, so the Ordinators, the militant wing of the temple is increasingly fierce in its attacks on heretics and heathens. Thank you, Devil Joe. Thank you kindly, Devil Joe. Thank you. Right. So why is Nerevar a saint but the tribunals are gods? Yeah, Zerka, you're getting to the heart of the the suppressed truth here on Morrowind. Yes, this whole province is a powder keg, because so much has been built upon a lie. Right. So a group called the Dissident Priests. So who are they? Thank you, Milky. Thank you. The Nerevar is in the chat. Shh, Nerevar, you be quiet. You're not relevant in the story yet. You be quiet. You're just an idea. Sorry, did I say Milky Chives? Thank you, Milky Chives. Thank you. Sorry, I think I misread your name. So, the dissident priests dispute temple doctrine and are outlawed and persecuted by the temple. Ordinators arrest and imprison heretics, and the Empire cannot interfere. Progress of Truth lists their beliefs. Thank you, DJ. Thank you kindly. Thank you. In brief, they challenge the purity and divinity of the tribunal, suggesting their powers are sorcerous, not divine, and perhaps akin to the powers of Dagoth-Ur. They also condemn the arbitrary power of the Ordinators and accuse the temple hierarchy of self-interest and corruption. There's some truth there. Tell me about Dagoth-Ur. Dagoth-Ur is the evil immortal enemy of the tribunal temple cult. The temple holds Dagoth-Ur and his hosts accountable for all the evils that beset the Dunmer and Morrowind. Dagoth-Ur dwells in fiery caverns beneath Red Mountain, served by his kin, called Ash Vampires, and by a legion of deformed monsters. Okay. And tell me about the Progress of Truth, the book. This book lists the disputes of the dissident priests with the tribunal temple doctrines. The temple has outlawed the sale or possession of the book, so it will be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by Ordinators. A safer plan would be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans on outlawed books for profit or for principle. Principle in Vivec City is dangerous. Underneath the eyes of the beneath the eyes of the Ordinators, you're gonna get your hands chopped off. Okay. Thank you for the information, Nero. Right. So, yes. So the temple is actively suppressing any sort of conflicting doctrine that says that Nerevar was anything other than just a saint. And there are accusations that the power of the temple is not based on divinity, but is based on sorcery. Right. Hang on a second. So I've got what I need. So there's a bookstore. Yes, indeed. There was a bookstore in the foreign district, wasn't there, Kaosu? The rare books, run by that Khajiit guy. Maybe he has a copy. But he has an ordinator in the shop, so we'll see. Right. Da 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 da. Ah. Nice beer, this. So, I'm going to head back to the foreign district, the canton, up here, and I'm going to see if the Khajiit bookseller has the particular book that I need to bring Caius Cossades, who is the Imperial Spy Master in Balmora City. In Balmora City. He wants this information because obviously the Empire wants this information. They want to know if this Nerevar cult thing is a threat to the stability of the province. The answer appears to be, yeah. Who is Nerevar? Famish, Nerevar is an ancient hero. Some sort of ancient general who fought in the Battle of Red Mountain, a war that occurred hundreds of years ago. So, okay, there it is. That's the foreign district. He died in that battle. He died in the Battle of Red Mountain. But has since been canonized as a saint by the tribunal temple, and well, by the tribunal and by the temple. And of course, the Nerevarine cult believe that he is prophesied to be reincarnated and will cast down the temple and restore the promises of the Ashlanders, so the Ashlander tribes who were promised Morrowind in its entirety, or blah blah blah. So it's the whole messianical, Hail Messiah! Ancient hero will get resurrected. Okay. Foreign quarter. So it was on this level, I believe? Yes. So let's see if that Khajiit has the rare book that I need to bring to Caius.
You've been wounded.
Indeed, Thanaka. I am a big fan. Right. Hello. There's the
Welcome,
Argonian.
traveler. Speak freely.
We're watching you. Scum.
Take care, King. Have a good one. Right.
What do you want?
Do you have a copy of that book? I've forgotten its name already. What was it called again? It was called The Progress of Truth. Do you have a book called The Progress of Truth? These are they're sorted alphabetically. Progress of Truth, you do. How much is it? 150 gold? Rip off! Rip off, I say! I can't afford that! It's craziness. Crazy talk, I tell you. What if I traded you for this dag... He doesn't want it. What if I traded you for this Divine Intervention scroll? Yeah, okay. That's reducing the cost, but not by enough. What about these fire scrolls? Yeah. And also this common disease. Yeah, common disease cure scrolls. Oh, that's fine. Cool. Right, trade those in. Right. Sweet. Lovely. Okay. I've got the book, and I can bring this back to Caius Cossades. Does it say anything that we need to know about? Where's the book? Cantons. Oh, hang on. I've got that rare book though still. That I acquired. Canton. Yeah. Give that over. Ask for a little bit more gold. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. My day was productive. Dark Solace. I got lots done. Yes, it was productive indeed. I need to set the PC going for another render for the latest video overnight. Okay. So where is that book? Progress of Truth. Here it is. Thank you, Jehovah's Witness. Thank you, Jehovah's. Thank you. Oh, it's quite a long one. Phrasing. Progress of Truth. Right. Excerpt concerning the points of temple doctrine challenged by the dissident priests. The divinity of the tribunal. Temple doctrine claims their apotheosis was miraculously achieved through questing, virtue, knowledge, testing, and battling with evil. Temple doctrine claims their divine powers and immortality are ultimately conferred as a communal judgment by the Dunmer ancestors, including, amongst others, the good Daedra, the prophet Veloth, and the saint Nerevar. Oh, sorry. As in addition, they're not calling them Daedra. Dissident priests ask whether Dagoth-Ur's powers and the tribunal's powers might ultimately derive from the same source, Red Mountain, the volcano. Sources in Apocrypha suggest that the tribunal relied on profanely enchanted tools to achieve godhead, and that those unholy devices were the ones originally created by the ungodly Dwemer sorcerer Kagrenak. It's Kagrenak, isn't it? To create the false construct Numidium. Thank you, Burnout. Okay, so the priests are asserting that they have used Dwemer technology to achieve godhood. Dwemer were the enemy of the Chima race. In the war itself. So they are accusing the tribunal of looting, basically war spoils, one of which was divinity. Okay, number 2. So second point, the purity of the tribunal. The dissident priests say that the temple has always maintained a public face represented by hieroglypha. Is that how you say it? The priestly writings. Thank you, Almighty. Thank you. And a hidden face represented by the apocrypha, the hidden writings. The public account portrays the actions of the tribunal in a heroic light, whilst the hidden writings reveal secrets, untruths, inconsistencies, conflicting accounts and varying interpretations which hint at darker and less heroic motives and actions of the tribunes. So, it's propaganda. He's accusing them of writing propaganda. In particular, conflicting accounts of the Battle of Red Mountain raise questions about the tribunal's conduct and about the source of their subsequent oh my god, that word. Apotheosis. How do you say that? Sorry. Okay, well, their rise to godhood, basically. Apotheosis. Oh, fuck, I'm struggling. I've been drinking. Forgive me. Also, there is good evidence that the tribunal have been concealing the true nature of the threat posed by Dagoth at Red Mountain, misleading the people about the tribunal's ability to protect Morrowind from Dagoth and concealing the recent dramatic diminishing of the tribunal's magical powers. Apotheosis. Apotheosis. Is it apotheosis? Apotheosis. Sorry. So the priests are concluding that the temple's power is waning, and that Dagoth the entity that lives beneath Red Mountain, is using the same source of power. They're not wrong. Temple accounts of the Battle of Red Mountain. Ashlander traditions does not place the tribunal at Red Mountain and holds that the Dwemer destroyed themselves rather than that Nerevar destroyed them. That is also true. Ashlander tradition further holds that Nerevar left Dagoth guarding the profane secrets of Red Mountain while Nerevar went to confer with the Grand Council, i.e. the Tribunal. That Nerevar died at the conference, not of his wounds, according to the Ashlanders, but from treachery. It's not entirely true. And that subsequently the Tribunal confronted a defiant Dagoth within Red Mountain and then drove Dagoth beneath Red Mountain, where he would not yield to their will. Yes, I can see the chat, Leopard. I'm reading it. So, the priests are saying that the Tribunal were not there at the Battle of Red Mountain. So it's saying that they weren't there, and that it was actually, they existed as the Grand Council, and that Nerevar died of their treachery, not of his wounds on the battle. They're not entirely correct there. He did die of his wounds, but there was some treachery, and he's also right, they weren't there at the Red Mountain. As the Tribunal, that came later. They've retroactively changed their history about the Battle of Red Mountain. Venerations of the Daedra, saints and ancestors. While challenging the divinity of the Tribunal, the dissidents do not challenge the sainthood or heroism of the Tribunal. In fact, the dissident priests advocate restoring many of the elements of the fundamentalist ancestor worship, Daedra worship, as practiced by the Ashlanders and by Saint Veloth. Saint Veloth? Sorry, Veloth is a Daedric... Sorry, Veloth... My brain. Is Veloth is a Daedric prince, isn't he? Or am I going crazy? Veloth, where have I heard that before? Exactly how this would work is debated. Inconclusive... Oh my god! Sorry. I'm struggling this evening. Is debated within the dissident priests. Inconclusively. Yes, I'm fine. He's not a Daedric prince? Sorry, I must be thinking of something else. Are you sure? Veloth. Where have I heard of Veloth? Okay, so yes, the priests are not they're not arguing that they're not divine. They're just saying that they should go back to Daedra worshipping. Denial of the prophecies of the incarnate and persecution of the Nerevarines. They call them Nerevarines? Though no consensus exists among the dissidents about whether the Nerevarine prophecies are genuine, all agree that the persecution of the Nerevarines is unjust and politically motivated. The dissident priests do not reject mysticism, revelation, or prophecy as part of the religious experience. The dissidents have not resolved the issue of true or false insights. They have studied the mysticism of the Ashlander ancestor cults, in particular the rites of the Ashlander seers and wise women, and the prophecies of the incarnate. Many among the dissident priests have come to believe that the Nerevarine prophecies are genuine and have made systematic study of the prophecies recorded in temple archives. Okay, so it's not just drunken ramblings. They're saying that they've actually gone out and studied the Ashlander, culture to determine if if this is genuine, and they think it is. So they think the Nerevarine is coming back. Authority of the Archcanon and the Ordinators. So, yeah, critiquing the Ordinators. The dissident priests reject the authority of the Archcanon and the Ordinators. The temple hierarchy has been corrupted by self-interest and politics and no longer acts in the best interest of the temple or its worshippers. The dissident priests believe the Archcanon... Sorry, I don't know what the Archcanon is. And Ordinators speak for themselves, not for the tribunal. The Inquisition and the use of terror and torture by the Ordinators. Within the temple hierarchy, it is an open secret that the Ordinators rely on abduction, terror, torture, and secret imprisonment to discourage heresy and dissent. The dissident priests feel the Ordinators are either out of control or tools used to maintain a corrupt priesthood in power. Thank you, Jusu TV? No, Jusu TV. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Thank you. Also, ow, my cable is caught on my foot. Ow. There we go. Fundamentals of temple doctrine. Charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, protection for the weak. Though the dissident priests acknowledge that most rank-and-file priests honor the best traditions of the temple, they believe that many priests in higher rank are interested more in love of authority and luxury than in the welfare of the poor, the weak, and the ignorant. Okay. So, that's their manifesto of the opposition to the temple, and a lot of that is not wrong. So a lot of that they've actually hit the nail on the head. So basically, yes, the tribunal, who are again Almalexia, Vivek, and Sothasil, so the three members of the tribunal, the gods, were not gods at the Battle of Red Mountain. The Battle of Red Mountain occurred. They were Nerevar's lieutenants, the council that worked with him. And at the end of the Battle of Red Mountain, they appeared as the tribunal. So they, in this book, assert that they looted something within the Dwemer ruins, which gave them the power of gods. And they assert that Dagoth was there, so the big bad that lives underneath Red Mountain. They also assert that the powers of the temple are failing, whilst the powers of Dagoth are on the rise, and that the tools of the temple are being subverted in the name of power, no longer in the name of, the Dunmer and the people and the poor and the disenfranchised, and instead they're being used to maintain power whilst their godly abilities shrink. So, yes, I hope that provides a bit of flavour to what's going on. So, yeah, the temple, once at the height of their power, cracks are starting to show in their propaganda and their physical power. Well, then their godly power. Okay, good to know. Let's bring this back to Caius. The spy master needs to know this.
Keep moving.
Okay. So for those not familiar, the Battle of Red Mountain was fought many hundreds of years ago, fought on the slopes of Red Mountain itself, the giant volcano. It was a massive battle that was fought between the Chimer, so the elves that eventually became the Dark Elves. Thank you, Zen. Thank you. It was the Chimer versus the Dwemer. The Dwemer are the sort of stocky, some say dwarves, but they're not dwarves. They're like fat elves that live beneath the earth and love technology. And they fought in a battle mostly ideological, really, because the Chimer were all Daedra worshipping, and the Chimer were all sort of heretical technology in the eyes of the Dunmer, in the eyes of the Chimer. And they fought, and at the end of the battle, only the Chimer remained. For reasons that are not entirely clear yet, the Dwemer disappeared. All of them. Men, women, and children disappeared. And this coincided with the sudden appearance of the tribunal. The three gods. I can't jump off that, can I? Chimer is the old name for Dunmer. Nah, not necessarily. Ilkarin. Not necessarily. There we go. Can I make that jump? Yes, I'm a master acrobat. I can easily make that jump. I forgot to jump. Oh, look at that. Pure skill. 10 out of 10 IGN. Right. Cynical. Shut up. Don't give the game away. Cynical. Right. What's the time anyway? So it's 8 p.m. Where's the silt? There it is. That's the Silt Strider port. Ah! Shut up! Full dead. Stop it! I'm telling a story. Stop ruining my story by getting to the end of it. You bastards. And then they lived happily ever after. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, right.
Where
Yes.
would you like to go?
Silt Strider. Giant flea. Whale. Flea whale. Whale flea. Transport me back to Balmora. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you. Right.
We make a special
Thank you, Rami.
just for you.
Thank you kindly.
low.
Right, here we are back in Balmora. So we've just taken a whale flea ride all the way along the coast and then up the river, and then here we are in Balmora. So, yeah, this is the town where the Imperial Spy Master is. It's also late. Well, it's midnight. I'm going to go shack up in the Mages Guild. Sleep for the night. Thank you, Jomi. Also regenerate my magicka. Thank you, Kendros. Thank you kindly. You need to sleep? Could I pause and continue tomorrow? Yes, of course. Stream's over, everybody. Bloody needs to go and sleep. Right, see you later. Night. Bye. See you tomorrow. Right. Right, pardon me, I was just having a wee-wee. Right, okay, so... where am I? Right, so I'm just going to head inside the Mages Guild.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to go sleep. So I need to drink this beer. Yes, indeed. It is 20 past 10. Good night, Saya. So I need to wrap this up soon because I've got a fairly early start tomorrow.
Go ahead.
Did I learn the story of the game, or did I have to play the other script? Yeah. I've played this through many times. Thank you, Hansi. Thank you very much. I'm going to take the top bunk. Oh. Okay, so, yeah, just sleep. Rest. Oh, okay, right. In my dream, a tall figure with a golden mask greets me, saying, "There are many rooms in the house of the master. Be easy, for from the hand of your enemies I have delivered you. It seems you had died and could see yourself." Oh, see, it seemed I have died and could see myself laid out on a table lit by candles. And with your own hand you touched the figure, and the figure drew breath, opened eyes, and rose from the table. And then the room was gone, and the world filled with light as you awoke. Okay, so a figure with a golden mask greets me in my dream, and I see my corpse. And when I touch the corpse, I wake up. A figure with a golden mask. Okay, it's still 1 in the morning. Let's go back to bed. Ominous dreams. Another ominous dream. I dreamed that I dreamt that a tall figure with a golden mask spoke to me. God damn it! I'm getting in fucking. Someone keeps interrupting my dreams. He spoke to me, but I understood not a word. He smiled and seemed pleasant, but when he reached to touch you, it terrified you, and you tried to escape, but you couldn't move. You tried to cry out, but you couldn't make a sound. The figure kept smiling and talking, but you felt sure he was trying to cast some spell on you. When you woke, you couldn't recall how the dream ended. There we go. Cool. 8 in the morning. I'm fine. So, some strange figure in a golden mask is perhaps trying to talk to me in my dreams for some reason.
Greetings to you, Cyrodiil.
Yes. Right. So let's head back to Caius Cossades, the Imperial Spymaster, with the information that I've recovered on the Nerevarine cult and the 6th house of
I'm very
Dagoth.
happy to make.
Okay, so 8 in the morning here at Balmora. Nice, lovely day. Weather's lovely for this place, considering it's full of ash storms and rain.
Mathera.
Okay.
May the wind be on your back.
I'll be wrapping up the stream fairly soon because I've got an early start tomorrow. Right, so Caius Cossades is through here. Right.
Be happy to talk. My pleasure, really.
Still hasn't put a shirt on, I see. Right, hello there. So, about my orders. Yes, I have your report. I'll make copies of your notes for Hulia and the Progress of Truth. Sorry, from him. Give me time to read and digest all of this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to Journeyman. You're doing good work, and here's 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes. And go... buy some shoes. And go do some jobs for the guilds or other freelance work, just to keep your cover story current. Or get some training. Then, when you're fit and rested, come back and I'll have new orders for you. Okay. Sweet. Alright. Nice. So, he's working through that. Why are my mods banning everyone for saying one word? They're not getting banned, they're getting timed out. And they're getting timed out because that's the only real way it's the only real way the mods have of exercising any real control over a website that's full of spamming, memeing, jumping up and down ADHD kiddies, you know, coming in the room screaming and demanding. So, it's normal. You just talk like a normal adult and you won't get timed out, basically. Come into the room, start banging your hands on the table, demanding this, that, and the other, and you can fuck off, and you'll get timed out. Right. For example, I was sitting in Sarnai's chat earlier, and people in the chat were screaming, "Yeah, play this other game! Yeah!" Like they were actually doing that voice, or at least I was reading it like that. Or they were saying, "Yeah, play with this other person." It's like, fucking hell, they're not your fucking slate. They're playing a fucking game they want to play because they're fucking enjoying it. Stop fucking whinging. You know, there are loads of other people playing loads of other games on this website. If you don't like the stream, you are welcome to join so many others. So, that's why we timed them out. Because, you know, fucking irritating. Anyway, right, so... Okay, so that's good. So, yeah, I've given the orders back. Let's just, let's wait a bit and see if I can get my fresh orders. So, wait a few hours. I want to see what he comes up with. So, I've just waited 3 hours. Sorry to hear it, Lady Gamer. But I need to wrap this up fairly soon.
I'd be happy to talk. My pleasure, really.
Okay, so do you have any further orders now that you've had time to go through that information? Okay, so we need an Ashlander informant. I have heard of a fellow in Aldrune called Hassor Zain Subani, an Ashlander who left the Waste to become a wealthy trader. They say the Ashlanders like to give and receive presents. That's true. Thank you, Tate Mars. Thank you. 1 year, that's very generous. Thank you, Tate. Thank you, man. Take these 100 drakes, find out what Zain Subani likes, and get him a gift. Then give him the gift and see if he will tell us about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult. Then report back to me. Okay. So, yes, indeed. So Alderun is up here, so past Caldera. We could take a walk up there. Actually, we haven't actually properly strolled, rather than take the fast travel all the time. Yeah, we should walk up there, go investigate Alderun, and see if we can find stuff. I've got a bunch of weapons to sell. I should go back to the armor. Hang on. Okay. Hello, Lulu. Hello, honey bunny. Are you okay? Lulu just woke up and jumped off the sofa, and she's now licking her lips in the middle of the carpet, which tells me that she's probably hungry because she hasn't eaten yet. She had some snacks earlier.
You may speak.
Okay. Why were you kicked from the TeamSpeak? You were waiting for an admin? I don't know. I don't run the TeamSpeak. I just turn up there and talk shit. Like everyone else. Okay, do I have any cash? Well, I've got barely any cash. Oh, why am I here? Sorry, armor. Yeah, talk to the armor. Okay. Right. I would like to purchase. Well, I'd like to sell some bits. You've got quite a bit of gold, 1,500. So sell some steel. Wait, what? Yeah, there we go. Steel tanto, steel throwing stars with no enchantments. Okay. Well, not going to get much for this. Right. Sweet.
Hello. I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Okay, hang on. Why am I still weighed down? I've got like loads of... Am I carrying something heavy? Well, I suppose my alchemy stuff is quite weighty. I've got nowhere really safe to leave it because I don't have a home yet. It's not that super heavy, I guess. Right. I'm gonna go for a walk outside, head north.
I heard of you.
Right, so I'll go this way and head up to Caldera. Okay, right. So for those just joining, yeah. So we're just well, we need to make a contact with the Ashlanders. So the to the far north, the Dunmer, who live in sort of nomadic lifestyles and still worship the Daedra. We need to talk to them. Well, we're just trying to gather information to look for any threats to the Empire. Although we're not really with the Empire. We're just a former prisoner who was sent here under guard. Right. I'll just make sure I've got my spells ready. Yeah. Am I going to play Far Cry 5? Probably not, Tim. It's made by Ubisoft, and I don't feel comfortable giving them money. Thank you, Chade. Thank you. That's very kind. Right. Moving up the North Road. How close am I to my next thing? 6 out of 10 on my next level. At least we don't have an ash storm. Balmora. Just the edge of Balmora. How much playtime does this game have? What, in this particular playthrough? Not long. Lulu, are you licking your genitals? She's licking her genitals. Oh, I see a rat. Magic missiles. Fuck. Magic missiles. Oh, come on. Looks I'm tired. Oh, what the... Oh! It's a quite advanced spell, at least compared to my level. Okay. What's that? Is that a body? It is a body. Ernil Omeronon. It's just, hang on, note from Ernil. Skooma pipe. What's this note? Oh, wrong note. Hang on. Tissia, here's your stuff. Sorry I couldn't stay and chat with you, but it's not always a good idea for me to hang around, you know? Ernil. Yeah. Mine now. Okay. What's my opinion on Oblivion? It's okay. It was very flawed. Hi there, Julia. Hello there, Julia. I hope you're well. Hope you're well indeed. And please pass on affection to Pugloaf. Right. So I'm just moving up the road now towards Aldroon and Caldera. So you're probably going to find that, yeah, the greenery starts to turn into more volcanic ash because obviously it's a volcano island. I'm quite tired, actually. My character's tired. Just wait here for just a moment. Whoa, Christ. Okay. My rest has been interrupted. No, an assassin and a random dog. Christ. Okay. Skeletal minion. No. Go away. Go away. Go away. Summon it. I don't have enough magicka. Hang on. Use a potion quickly. Okay, I need to summon a defensive thing. Quality restore magicka. Do I have a health potion? Judy says doing alright. Yes, we're good. We're good over here. When I'm not getting my ass kicked by an assassin. Hang on. Fuck. Drink. Food, right. Oh no! Oh no! I have insufficient magic to cast summoning spell. And I got an assassin on my ass. Oh! Come on. Yeah, there we go. Right, skeleton. Kill! Don't look at me. Oh no, wrong kill. Don't kill the fucking little dog. Oh, fuck you. Hang on. Right, hang on. I'm gonna cast. Ah. Oh! Well, the skeleton killed the dog. Fuck. Bollocks. Oh well. Continue. But yeah, anyway, so hope you're okay over in California. Julia? There's Caldera. That's the next town. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Not one of those things. Guards, help me. Please. It's one of the Kaguti things. Take care, Roto. Have a good one. Guards, help me. Thank you. Yeah. Go, Imperials, when it's convenient. Okay. Oh, it's an Alit. Ooh. Okay. Right.
How can I help you?
You already did. Thank you. Yeah, this seems like an appropriate time to wrap up the stream, I think. So it's getting late. It's already 34 minutes past 10, and I've got a fairly early start tomorrow. So, I won't be here tomorrow morning, because I have an appointment in town that I need to attend, so I'm afraid I'll be away. So I'll just, I won't stream tomorrow morning. I'll just get straight into the editing after the appointment. Thank you, Shovel. Thank you. Yes, so cheers for watching. So, today, we've gone to Vivek City. We poked around for information on the situation here in Morrowind and discovered that it's politically turbulent and unstable. And I am continuing my advancement in the Mages Guild and gradually investigating more about the history of Morrowind. So yeah, thank you everyone. I will catch you later, and I guess I'll be around.
Keep moving.
Fuck you. Guess I'll be around tomorrow evening then. Right, where's that dog? Hello.
Yes, yes you are. Yes you are. Yeah.
That music is awesome. Right. Sweet. So take care. All the best. Have a lovely evening. Okay. Let's have a quick look and see who else is... Yeah, okay. And Morrowind's going to crash. Appropriate. There we go. Right, so where's... Oh, yes, and the video beneath... Yes, so I've linked the video... Well, it's on the tile just beneath the stream. But I recommend it if you got time. It's Mr. B-Tongue explaining why Morrowind is so awesome, really. So I do recommend that video below. Right, so Digby's playing. What is Digby playing? ZF Digby is playing World of Warships. Okay. So this is ZF Digby. He's a knobhead.